Hello everyone, I'm Stuti Agarwal and welcome back to Investing Advisors channel. So it's been a pretty long time since we have recorded a video, and since then pretty much a lot has changed in the markets. Since the past 2 weeks, Nifty has been very bearish, like the whole market scenario has been bearish, be it Indian or be it the Asian markets or the global markets as such. So we can probably start with Nifty 50 index. So right now Nifty is trading at 17,026, as you can see right in front of us. And if you follow the moving averages that I had suggested in my previous videos, which were the moving average 50-day close and the exponential moving average 50-day close, so you might have catched the whole amount of trend that Nifty has given you, or the market has given you in overall. So over here, as you can see that on 27th of October at around, there was a sell that was suggested. So the pink line, which is the EMA, exponential moving average, had gone below the moving average 50-day close. So over here, as you can see that the trend had reversed and it had given a good move of selling. So also there was like, I had also posted on Twitter that this is like a head and shoulder, which I can, we can see this. So since this is one of the shoulder which Nifty had created on at around 27th of September, and this is the big head which it created on the first or the second week of October, and this is the second shoulder which it had made on let's suppose 15th of November, so which is like second or third week of the November. So since then, so as we know that Nifty, so as we know that the target is then set from target is taken from the base of the shoulder to the tip of the head. So this would give us around, this is at around 17,500, and this the tip is at around 18,500. So this probably gives us around 1,000 points odd, and the target would then be from here. So 17,500 minus 1,000 points, that is 16,500. So this is the kind of target that I'm expecting in the short term. Probably we might be able to achieve this in the next 1 to 2 weeks. So it isn't like too far, I would say, because since the global markets have been performing bearishly since the past 2 weeks, as the new COVID variant was discovered in South Africa. So there has been a panic selling all across the global markets. So 500 points is like not a big task to achieve or something. It can probably achieve it in probably 2-3 days before this expiry. So the last candle which was made on Friday, which was 26th of November, so there was a huge selling which was going. So initially the big red candle was formed on 22nd of November, but this was a small bullish trap which Nifty had formed, and you can see in other stocks or indexes as well. And then it gave a strong move on 26th of November as well. So we can expect some amount of selling on Monday as well, since the global markets, since Dow Jones also had given quite a good down move on Friday. So we can expect more amount of selling in the next 2-3 days. So right now the target which we can immediately achieve is 16,500, and I wouldn't definitely suggest you to buy calls or anything at this point. What you can do is either you can sell calls and also buy OTM calls at the same time. So this is a bull call spread, and you can definitely make this kind of a strategy which does not even give you too much of an exposure of any sort. So I have made a few of the strategies, bull call spread in Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, yeah, so this is the kind of trend lines that I was following. But on 22nd of November, there was a strong candle, as we saw in Nifty as well and in Bank Nifty. So the trend line was broken by this strong candle on 22nd. This was a small bull trap of 3 days on 23rd November, 24th November, and 25th November. There was a strong bull trap which was formed, and Nifty reversed again on 26th of November. So over here, as you can see that the selling was that strong that it had, it opened with a gap down and then fell by 3.6%, which is quite a lot. So in the shorter term, in probably I would say November or December, the trend is not likely to get reversed, or Nifty is not going to make new highs or anything. I would say that by the end of this year, Nifty might be at this level or might fall even more. So it is definitely recommended to buy the dips. I would suggest more later in this video. But let's go to the heavyweights like Reliance. So Reliance, as you can see, so these are the levels that I have also made. So right now I'm not definitely sure that this pattern would prove itself or not, but it's definitely subjective. You might be able to recognize some other kind of a pattern, but in my opinion, there is one shoulder that is that Reliance had made. This is one head, and this if you're going to expect some more amount of selling, then yeah, another shoulder might be made, and if, we can expect some down move in Reliance as well. As Reliance is a heavyweight in Nifty, then definitely we can expect some more amount of selling in Nifty. So the amount of level that I am expecting is that so this is the base of the shoulder, 2300, and this is the tip of the head, which is 2700. So 400 odd points we can take from the base. So this comes at 2300 minus 400, we can take at around 1900, or I would say that 2000 is the amount of level that I would be expecting for Reliance to go. It might not be able to go this it might not be able to go that down in the shorter term, but eventually yeah, it can. The trend is also pretty bearish, and it had given a reversal trend on 2nd of November over here as the crossover, you can see. So other banking stocks, Axis Bank has performed very weak, it had fell quite a lot from this level, and this is the kind of trend line which has been which has been made since a very long time, and Axis Bank has definitely followed the trend lines that we have made in the past. So yeah, I would suggest that Axis Bank, stay away from Axis Bank as much as you can, and I wouldn't suggest you to even buy this stock for your investments. I'm not bullish on this stock, even though Bank Nifty has given good amount of returns and all that. Even after falling so much in March 20, it hadn't rebounded too much. And plus, when Nifty falls, even probably 1% or something, Axis Bank falls the most. And so stay away from Axis Bank if you want to make investments or anything. Good banks you can I would suggest is that HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank. These are the good banks which you can buy, or Kotak Mahindra. So this is the chart for HDFC Bank, and HDFC Bank is also has also broken the trend line that we had made over here. Right now the trend is not so sure, so I would like to avoid this if I want to trade in derivatives for HDFC. The derivatives which I'm trading in right now for stocks is of Bajaj Finance. So I had sold a call for 7400 in Bajaj Finance, and it has played out quite well. I wouldn't suggest you to sell calls unhedged. I would definitely suggest you to make bull spreads. So bull spread is made by selling the ATM or a little bit of OTM calls, and also buying OTM calls of a different strike. So let's suppose if you are selling 7400 call in Bajaj Finance, then you can buy 7500 call or 7600 call or something like that. So your losses would be reduced by quite a bit. So I would definitely suggest you this kind of a strategy. So in Bank Nifty, is also right now pretty bearish. I cannot definitely cannot suggest you any kind of a target here, but I would say that 35,000 I would say looks like an immediate target, if not so. So I have quite a lot of bull call strategies made for Bank Nifty. So when I had sold this on Tuesday or Wednesday, Nifty was at around 72 to 37,200 or 300. So I had sold calls of 37,600, and also like bought calls for 38,000. So and now coming to Tata Motors. So Tata Motors had given a pretty interesting move since we talked last. So in the last few videos, you might be able to find that I had suggested Tata Motors at around 330 or 340 levels, and I had suggested that it is consolidating right now and it might give a good up move as soon as it breaks it. And it did break on 7th of October, and it gave a good up move. I had suggested a level of around like 450 or 500, I'm not sure, but yes, it has achieved this level. There was a small news that came in, which was that the EVs that Tata Motors would be building up, so there it is attracting private equity investment from some Abu Dhabi fund. So this was the news that came in, and it had given a good move. Since then, it was consolidating somewhere at around 500, and now since the global markets and all the markets in general are bearish, Tata Motors had fallen, and by a lot, by like 6.6%. But definitely once it covers this gap, I would suggest you to add this to your portfolio. It is still a good buy. So this is the chart for Dow Jones, which is the index for USA, which represents the stocks for USA. And right now it is trading at around 34,900. And this is the trend line that we are following since a very long time. And I would suggest you, and I can probably like, so this is the trend line that we have been following since a very long time, and I wouldn't say that this trend line is going to be broken in the immediate near term. So I would say that the bottom right now has been made, definitely for the US markets. There might be a little bit of selling in Indian markets, but yeah, I don't think so that the markets are likely to fall so much that quickly, as there has been a panic sell, and the news for the third wave has been so the markets don't fall too much on the same news. So since in the first wave markets had fallen quite a lot, in the second wave we saw a bit of a selling, but we are not going to see another amount of selling in the third wave that the world might get. So this might be the maximum amount of selling that I'm expecting, not too much for it to go. So that's it for this video. Do let us know in the comment section if you want to see any other chart patterns or any other charts for us to showcase, or I would be covering more amount of strategies, option strategies and derivatives in the next few videos. And keep watching and listening. Thank you so much for being so patient.